The history of Citadelle is actually very interesting. It's a very old history. It started in the early 1770s, where two persons, Carpo and Stilval, French people, convinced the French king, it took him a few years, that they could actually distill Genièvre, which is French for Genever, the ancestor of gin. At the time, you have to remember, in France it was illegal to distill food products because the royal government was scared that they would create a famine if people start to drink food instead of eating it, kind of thing. So they were granted in the royal seal in 1775 due to the quality of their products and the fact that they could distill this great product at the Citadelle of Dunkirk. We have all this documented, and we see that at the time, and that's actually very funny, they had to, by royal order, they had to smuggle over 90% of the production through England. Why? England had the big thirst for Genever at the time, so they had to smuggle it there. It was explained exactly how it should be done, and this distillery throw on this for all these years and did some good business. It's very interesting also to see that, and we have documents about that as well, that this distillery at the time was so prevalent that the Archduke of Austria was actually visiting the distillery. It was said by curiosity, but he had people with him that were very technical and that were supposed to spy on the distillation methods because they felt the product was so good. And we have all these documents where the people welcoming this monarch, of course, did it with a lot of deference owed to his rank, but knew that he was there on a spy mission and made sure that they wouldn't give any secret. So they showed as little as they could. And then this story went on from generation to generation, and about 100 years ago we lost track of the existence of this distillery, and it's only us a few decades ago, about 25 years ago, who really dug out this history and these distillation methods. And this is, I want to say, nowadays the way Citadelle gin is distilled is the exact same pot stills, and also very importantly, we distilled on an open flame, on a naked flame. It's actually a flame that distills the products the same way gin was made at the time. You have to remember that now all the gins are distilled with steam. It's like a pressure cooker, where here it's really an open flame. The way it was done creates a nice caramelization and gives Citadelle taste its signature taste. So this is the history, 200 years in the making. Takes a long time to put down the formula. We're using the botanicals, some of the botanicals that were used back then, and the same pot still, and same way of distilling. And this is Citadelle gin that's now available.